The studio of the Kelly Clarkson Show hums with excitement as the audience settles in, eagerly awaiting the appearance of pop icon Gwen Stefani. Kelly Clarkson, radiating her usual warmth, steps onto the set, her voice filling the room as she introduces Gwen, highlighting her legendary career with No Doubt, her solo hits like Hollaback Girl, and her recent ventures with husband Blake Shelton. The crowd erupts as Gwen, dressed in a vibrant red dress with her signature platinum blonde hair, waves graciously, her smile bright but tinged with a hint of nervousness. Kelly kicks off with light-hearted banter, asking about Gwen's life on Blake's Oklahoma ranch, where she's been balancing motherhood with her music. Gwen laughs, sharing a funny story about chasing chickens with her sons, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo, and the audience chuckles along. But Kelly, known for her probing style, shifts to Gwen's recent comments on social media about her jealousy of Kelly's creative output during the pandemic, a topic that stirred some online buzz. Gwen's smile falters slightly as she admits it was a playful jab, but Kelly presses further, asking if there's lingering rivalry from their voice days. The air thickens as Gwen's tone sharpens. Kelly, "It was a joke, yeah, let's not dig into old stuff." The audience murmurs, sensing a shift, and Kelly, trying to keep it light, mentions Gwen's past friction with Blake on the show, suggesting it might mirror their dynamic. Gwen's eyes narrow, and she retorts, "That's not fair to bring up." The tension escalates as Kelly pushes about Gwen's creative hiatus, and Gwen snaps, "I don't need this today." She stands, adjusts her dress, and strides off the set, leaving Kelly stunned and the crowd gasping. The show cuts to a commercial break, leaving viewers on edge. The studio falls into a hushed anticipation as the break ends, and Kelly Clarkson returns with a forced smile, determined to regain control. "Well, folks, that took a turn," she says, her laugh a bit shaky as she tries to diffuse the awkwardness. She pivots to a pre-recorded segment, showcasing fan-submitted covers of Gwen's hits, hoping to honor her guest's legacy despite the exit. Backstage, Gwen paces in the green room, her team buzzing around her, urging her to reconsider walking out. She explains, her voice tight, "I came to talk music, not rehash old rivalries or personal jabs." On set, Kelly shares a quick anecdote about her own on-air mishaps, connecting with the audience's empathy, and admits she might have overstepped. The crowd claps supportively, but social media is already ablaze with clips of Gwen's departure. Fans split between defending her pride and criticizing her reaction. Kelly introduces a surprise performance by her band, covering Don't Speak, a nod to Gwen's No Doubt days, which earns a warm response. Meanwhile, Gwen, cooling off with a glass of water, reflects on the exchange, torn between her frustration and her respect for Kelly. Her manager suggests a return to smooth things over, but Gwen hesitates, saying, "I need a minute." The segment wraps with Kelly teasing a possible resolution, keeping the audience hooked as the show heads to another break, the drama fueling online chatter about their friendship. As the show resumes, Kelly Clarkson leans into her role as a peacemaker, addressing the audience with a candid tone. "Yeah, Gwen and I go way back, and sometimes passion just spills over," she says, her Texas drawl softening the moment. She highlights their shared history on The Voice, where they bonded over music and motherhood, and expresses hope for a positive outcome. Backstage, Gwen watches the monitor, her resolve softening as she sees Kelly's vulnerability. Her team convinces her to return for a brief musical moment, avoiding further confrontation. On set, Kelly announces Gwen's return, and the crowd roars as she re-enters, guitar in hand, offering a small wave. "I'm here for the music," Gwen says simply, her voice steady. They launch into an impromptu duet of Hollaback Girl, their voices blending with surprising harmony, turning the tension into a triumphant moment. The audience cheers, and Gwen manages a smile, shaking Kelly's hand off-air in a silent truce. Social media shifts, with fans praising the redemption arc, though some still debate the argument's roots. Kelly wraps by thanking Gwen for her grace, urging viewers to support her latest projects, and the credits roll with the studio buzzing about the unexpected twist. Post-show, the internet erupts with reactions to Gwen Stefani's walk-off and return on The Kelly Clarkson Show. Clips of the heated exchange and duet flood platforms, with hashtags like #GwenKellyClash trending. Kelly addresses it the next day on her SiriusXM show, laughing off the drama and affirming their friendship, playing a live Just a Girl cover as a tribute. Gwen posts an Instagram story with Blake, captioning it, "Family heals all," a subtle nod to her ex's personal trigger. Media outlets like NBC and People frame it as a raw moment of authenticity, with some speculating Gwen's sensitivity stemmed from recent album pressures. Fan reactions vary. Some admire her standing up, others feel she overreacted. Kelly's team releases behind-the-scenes footage of their laughter during rehearsals, softening the narrative. The duet becomes a highlight, dubbed iconic on X. Gwen focuses on her tour plans, steering clear of controversy, while the incident underscores music's power to mend fences, leaving both stars' reputations intact. Weeks later, The Kelly Clarkson Show sees a viewership spike, with the Gwen episode topping ratings. Kelly uses it as a teaching moment, hosting a segment on handling public spats, inviting a psychologist to discuss celebrity pressure. Gwen channels her energy into her music, announcing a new single inspired by the ordeal, hinting at personal growth. Social media buzzes with memes and hot takes, some joking about Gwen's exit, others defending her boundaries. Kelly performs a cover of Sweet Escape, a piece offering to Gwen, which goes viral, earning praise from Rolling Stone. The clash becomes a case study in public reconciliation, with both emerging as relatable figures. Media like Good Housekeeping highlight their past support, like Gwen's praise for Kelly's 2025 covers. The drama, while intense, strengthens their public images as authentic artists. Months on, the Gwen-Kelly clash is a faded memory but a cultural footnote. Kelly wins another Daytime Emmy in 2025, partly for navigating such moments, reflecting in Variety on learning to read the room. Gwen's tour for her new album sells out, with fans loving her emotional performances of Let Me Reintroduce Myself. She dedicates a show to her family, tying it to her ex's personal roots. Ex-users create tribute videos blending the clash and duet, calling it healing. Media like KOL run retrospectives, framing it as growth for both. Kelly invites Gwen back for a 2026 episode, planning a cooking segment to avoid past pitfalls. The incident proves authenticity, even messy, resonates deeply. The reunion episode in 2026 draws massive anticipation, with Kelly and Gwen cooking Blake's favorite chili, laughing off the past. Fans on X hail it as full circle, and the show's ratings soar. Gwen's new single climbs charts, inspired by the clash's lessons. Kelly's empathy shines, reinforcing her hosting prowess. The moment cements their bond, turning a heated argument into a story of resilience, captivating audiences worldwide. Years later, the Gwen Stefani Kelly Clarkson saga is a legendary talk show tale, studied in media classes for its authenticity. Both thrive via Kelly with new projects, Gwen with music and family. The clash, once a shock, becomes a testament to their strength, leaving a lasting legacy in entertainment history.